Cool. Tactic, are you there?
Hello?
Hello. How's it going?
Oh, I'm all right. How are you?
Not too bad. Kind of got into a bit of conspiracy theory for about 45 minutes of the stream, but had some pretty good games. You? How's yours
Uh,
going?
I was just trying to not be as poor as I am right now because they've been throwing lines at us like crazy on console, and I've run out of credits.
On my main account, I'm pretty much out of credits and blueprints. I don't know how Legends works, but in order to upgrade your ships, you actually use blueprints in this game instead of XP to upgrade the ship.
Okay, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know anything about blueprints. We use XP.
Gotcha. So you're very similar to PC. Gotcha.
Uh, kind of. You don't usually get a lot of choices about where you go in terms of like PC, they have usually like two or three hulls. They usually have a couple of main batteries. They got all sorts of junk. In Legends, you usually just have one hull upgrade. You usually have one main battery upgrade, and then you'll usually have one or two other upgrades, depending on if you have torpedoes or if you have some other nonsense going on.
Gotcha. So, of course, we talked a good bit earlier about pretty much Blitz going mobile, or Legends going mobile, I should say. And what's the general feel in the Legends community?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. There were a couple of CCs that I know who were running around with their hair on fire, like because it's like if you uh if you play on a mobile phone, then clearly you don't know how to play video games and that stuff. And curiously, the guy who was arguing about this with me does play Farming Simulator, which is available on mobile phone. So,
You gotta love the irony in that, where people just sometimes don't see it. Just they just don't. So yeah, I can
well, I'm a
definitely
big,
see that.
I'm a big XCOM fan. And I played it on the PlayStation, just like I play everything on the PlayStation. But it's also on Android and probably the Apple stuff. Um, and it's great. It's great there too. So I don't I don't get it. I think it's weird, and it was really out of the blue. I think everybody felt like it was just like, wait, what? What is happening? Um, I think that's where most of us are. Some of us are like, hey, more people playing our game is good. Um, I was like, that kind of. I'm not sure that's a great thing for Blitz. So I think that I'm not going to say I know any conspiracy theories, but I can see where people would make them.
Yeah, so to kind of introduce myself, hi, Sly47. I'm actually a Android developer by trade, and kind of yeah, pretty much Phantom. I will clip this, but so I look at this more from a development kind of business standpoint. Is that you can have competing projects, but these are so close together. Where it's like if you have World of Tanks Blitz on PC, you have regular World of Tanks on PC, but if you go over to Legends type of thing, it's like okay, you got the Legends console, and it's kind of the in between these two projects. So when you now have the in between on both consoles and mobile, it's like well, you kind of already have a product here. Why don't you focus on that instead of putting money into there? And it also doesn't hurt that Blitz is developed by NetEase, which is out of China and such, in comparison to where Legends is made out of Minsk, which we did a little bit of researching earlier. So that's where our kind of thought is that maybe there's a contract going up and Legends is the replacement for Blitz because of that,
Our
to kind of
development,
remove it from the competition type of thing.
yeah, I think our development studio's in Prague. But that said, I mean
Yeah,
all of our staff's in Prague
yeah.
that we interact with. But if it makes you feel any better, and I'm not going to say that even believe this argument when I say it. You are playing on BlueStacks right now, right?
I have to stream from BlueStacks because my phone will overheat after like 3 games from streaming on it. Yeah, so it's I don't have the money to buy a ROG phone or something like that where it's got enough firepower in order to stream and do everything from that. So I do have to play on BlueStacks, and the Blitz community has been asking for a PC port at some time. You know,
Oh, so like it's possible that you can have two different games that satisfy two different needs. Like you and I, actually, it's kind of funny that I just popped into your stream because I was drunk and bored, and
I wish I was drunk. I ran out of alcohol like 2 hours ago.
oh no.
Oh,
But no, it was I saw, hey, this guy's on BlueStacks. That means he's probably playing this game. I gotta see what it looks like.
no.
Because I don't really have anything. I don't have anything against Blitz, but I don't put anything on my phone because I don't want um, anything slowing down my phone.
Hmm.
So it's a phone. I text people on it or do other things, but I never really considered playing a game on a phone. So I just have never been really in the market. But I don't mean anything bad for Blitz by having not played it. But it's funny that you and I have basically the same opinion on World of Warships PC, which is like it's kind of a heady game that's like conceptually fun to play, but kind of honestly kind of boring.
It is. Like I've got a few tier 10s on it. That's how much I played it. It is conceptually fun. The main reasons why I like Blitz is everyone gets a heal. The armor isn't insane. I do hate that citadels are too RNG-ish in our game, but at the same time, I like that they're not also insanely powerful. You can't just get triple citadels and just nuke someone for out of orbit unless you're Fukushima. Um, in
Yeah,
this
is that
game.
like did I see that it was based on a critical hit percentage or something like that?
It's actually based on position on the ship, and then on top of it is a chance. It's an RNG.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you hit certain parts of the ship, you have a higher chance, but it's still not a confirmed like 100%.
So if we were to kind of like try to rationalize this in the language that we have both played PC. There is an armor model. You still have to get to the Citadel, but once you get there, it's not a guarantee.
Yeah, and then
Okay.
let
No.
alone on top of it, citadels don't do as much damage. I think they do like a tenth the damage that compared to PC.
Oh, yeah, yeah, your game can end pretty quickly in Legends too.
Yep.
Unfortunately.
But we were watching some gameplay earlier from the mobile version to kind of see exactly how it was going, and like our like kind of something that saved us from like kind of being like, hey, this is a replacement, is the game time was so long. And then of course you can't control your secondaries like you can in Blitz. There's doesn't seem to be many skills in that form. So um
Yeah, the way that secondaries work in Legends is both controversial, deeply disappointing, and also the it's all controlled by if you have the right commander who can make your secondary slightly less terrible, and then a consumable that basically makes them um, try to actually hit the ship for 30 seconds.
gotcha.
So it's real weird
Mm.
on Legends. I would say Legends has probably the worst iteration of secondaries.
Ouch. That's rough. Because of course, like in Blitz, the brawling is so much fun. Um,
Oh, as the brawling CC, I agree.
oh,
Most,
then you'll definitely enjoy Blitz. There's actually a recent update that just gave us secondary overload, which basically just made the secondaries just go nuts. So that's a fun skill. So
sounds like you've already got a little bit of our influence then.
yeah, probably.
Probably probably a couple of the devs talking to each other, as you would expect that they kind of do.
Yeah. The only thing that really changes it is that because we're developed out of China and then ported via wargaming, it's kind of an interesting problem to see that there's, hey, especially when you said that your community was blindsided, our community was definitely like more just what, like, just, it's not even like a blindside, it's just like a confused, there's no mad, it's just kind of a why.
I
So
mean, literally, I got a message from one of my German CC buddies, and he sent it to me, and I was like, "What are you talking about?" And I was just working, doing my fascinating insurance job, and going to the restroom, and I was like, "What?" And I click over to the thing, and you're like,
yeah.
"Why?
So
What?"
maybe both communities are in that same point. Luckily the thing is they are fundamentally different. So maybe both of us are kind of just okay, whatever. It's two competing games. They play so differently, so it's fine. But it's just one of those things that for us, it's just we've, besides a few things where we've kind of noticed that, hey, maybe they're reinvesting in the company, they're reinvesting in their game, so things are kind of getting better. We've also had a few rough months where things have not been going well. So to this, it's just like, okay, Wargaming has full control over the Legends community, has full control over the CCs, full control over everything like that. Why not make a mobile version and then just basically oust Blitz, just usher it out, usher the end, which would be a
Yeah,
very big concern.
yeah. I have seen a conspiracy theory to that end. You also do have to figure. I did not realize that Blitz was developed by a Chinese company. There might be some geopolitical concerns there.
That's actually what we were talking about earlier, is that everything going on with the CCP, everything going on with Russia as well. We could definitely see a kind of a collapsing of border type situation where they maybe know something that we don't. So
They may just be hedging their bets. Now, have you done anything in terms of? I mean, I can see that you have the Q&A up on the screen, and I
mhm.
actually didn't even read this. I was mostly just arguing with the other PCs. But um, have you looked into actually like signing up for this? Your vowel sounds make it sound like you're probably from the United States.
Yeah, I'm from Michigan.
Okay. I'm
Yep.
I'm down in Illinois, so not too far away.
I live in Utah, but um,
Okay.
yeah, no, I'm originally from there, so uh, no, I want to. From what the specs show, even if I used a VPN, I'm not sure my phone would actually work. But I need to actually check. Um, I wouldn't mind trying it, but
Yeah,
same.
I was just kind of curious because like no, I'm not trying to detract at all from Blitz. You guys have been around longer than we have, and like I've tried to help several people. Like when some of the various streaming sites went down, I tried to help some streamers who were well on their way to becoming CCs themselves,
Mhm.
kind of pick up the pieces. So I know like on a certain sense, like there's always going to be a little bit of fear. It's like, what does this mean? This is a game I love playing. I don't want to not play it. At the same time, it's not that anybody told you today that you can't play this game, um, but it's always in the back of your head. So I was just curious if you do pick it up and you do have any questions. I'm always happy to help.
Oh, definitely.
Um,
Thank you.
I actually just signed on to the Blitz the Blitz Discord today because I was like, man, I can see all these people going crazy over here, and let's see what's going on over there. And I was honestly, it seemed it seemed more sedate than I expected. So that was kind of good.
I
Uh,
think realistically, when it comes down to it, is we have seen the improvements recently from the community. We've gotten a whole, like, a new CC manager. We've gotten I'd say arguably one of the best events in a very long time. recently with Black Friday. We've also had one of the worst events recently too, so it's kind of one of those things where it's like, okay, it's kind of seemingly getting better, so why would you put money into a game that you're just going to close down in 6 months, type of thing. You'd obviously, we'd absolutely see a massive milking situation that would happen with what happens with most games. But it just was one of those things that it's like they're two games that are close enough, so everyone's kind of, I think there's definitely going to be a lot of hesitation to put money into the game now because, hey, what is going to happen? And there wasn't a clear message, but there is a event tomorrow that's actually, earlier on I had, I think it was up to 3 CCs, or one person's going to be a CC probably soon. That absolutely, we were all kind of like, okay, do we want to make a video? Do we want to talk about it? But we have an event tomorrow going up. So I was like, let's wait to see what that is.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah.
I hope it's good news for everybody.
Yeah, I have a feeling that God, how do I want to put this? I have a feeling it's probably just update 5.0 for us.
Okay.
And what I'm hoping for is that's the update to Unity 5.0, so it's a kind of matches up. But with this update, I'm especially just being a pretty brand new CC actually, it's just concerning.
Yeah,
that's why it's nice to hear from the Legends community of kind of like you guys were just kind of like what. So,
well, I mean, and I'm not trying to say anything because I don't know anything.
mm-hmm.
Like I said, you know more than I do because you've clearly scrolled through this entire thing.
Mm-hmm.
All I know is that the Legends community is a very welcoming community, and worst comes to worst, we're happy to have you. But I'm not saying anything that like I don't wish anything bad for your game to happen. Just worst comes to worst, CCs are very cool. For the most part, they can get a little bit.
You all have those. We all have those one. Trust me, the CC community here is great too. It is. It's just we've had some rough times, and we're just a little apprehensive.
But
yeah,
there'll be people who same as the Xbox versus the PlayStation folks. They'll give you a hard time about your phone, but everybody's pretty cool.
Tell me 2 years ago that I would have a YouTube channel with going on 500 subscribers and have Patreon support and have almost 100, or I think it's like 80 something followers on Twitch, another 100 on Facebook. I'd call you mad. Like, mobile gaming's changed completely since I've really thought about it and I've been involved into it. So,
I mean, you got to think about it. Like, I used to play Paragon. I don't know if you're even aware of what that game was. I played that, and of course it got dropped so they could make Fortnite. And Fortnite's on a mobile phone. Fortnite is what, like the third biggest economy after the United States, and pick some other nation, probably Germany.
It's pretty high up there, and they have a mobile game that makes them a corrupt ton of money.
Yeah, so it makes sense that Legends wants to be in that area. I just hope that we both have the room to be there and be successful. It was interesting watching you play the game because it looks so much different than what I'm used to, with the hit points popping up for every little thing. What I was talking about is like when you kill a ship, it shows like a commander and another commander, and then like they draw a slashy thing through it.
Oh, that's a portrait. Yeah, you can choose whatever portrait. Like there's custom portraits for CCs. There's alien portraits, everything like that. Yeah.
So it's not like if I'm using, George Dewey, it's going to show George Dewey slash through his gorgeous mustache or something like that.
I think there might be a portrait for him. I think there might be. So you can have that happen. But
I'm not. You choose commanders, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So the static commanders and legends are all based on historic characters. There's a whole bunch of nonsense characters too. So
Yeah. Of course, we've got aliens and stuff. Like, come on.
I I don't have any of them because I am the historic guy.
Ah,
Um,
nice.
I
Then I
guess
don't think you'd like a few of the new introductions to the Warhammer 40K universe and stuff here.
we got them too. I'm not sure that we got the same people, but we got like a ship smasher, which was a Jervis, and the Cross of Dorn, which
Mm.
is a reference to the Black Templars, who are the lamest of all of the Imperial Fist.
We got a Black Amagi basically that's got a special skill that just kind of like buffs everything, and then we've got a Radar Turpets that don't remember what it exactly is, but Pigbay's got a video on one of them. But
Sign me up for Radar Turfits.
yeah, can't be good. But
Yeah.
I'm not putting any money into this game for a little while ever since the Black Friday event. It was just a really good event. But and actually, someone reminded me in chat that we had a UI change earlier this year, and that basically started the whole problem that we've had with the game. So UI changed, everything went to yeah, for a little bit, but they fixed it. They fixed it. They
Looks
were
like
able.
it played, looked like it played pretty well.
No, yeah.
It looks like you guys have like your own unique maps as opposed to like we have kind of recycled PC maps.
Uh,
They
we have
tell
we have a few PC maps.
okay,
Yeah, just downsized, shrunk. So
yeah, they tell us that ours aren't shrunk, but uh, press X to doubt.
yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. I know that feeling. Oh man. It's quite interesting. But
Yeah,
thank you for jumping on with them, and then this little commentary at the end to kind of see exactly how we all feel about this. And I think the Blitz community will probably be held off till tomorrow to see what happens. But because there isn't a 1-to-1, we can't just merge accounts over to Legends. Everything's completely changed. So
yeah, we've got our own. I saw some folks being like the tier system is weird here. And you're like, yeah. Do you guys have +1, -1 matchmaking, or is it +2, -2?
it's just
Like
plus one, minus one. So if you're in tier 7, you only can get 6 and 8, 6 and 8.
seven
So
versus seven? Maybe that's how it works. Okay.
yeah, we actually have that's another reason why I really like that. So one second, we actually have someone else in the channel wants to talk. What's up, Foxy?
Okay, so this is so you know how they changed the UI to like the blue?
Mm-hmm.
So the correct me if I'm wrong, although I think the Legends UI is like kind of bluish, right? Is that right? Like,
I
isn't it
don't
a little bluish?
I don't perceive it as blue. Is it possible that it's the screen that you're looking at?
Maybe. Although it kind of like looks a little more like the Legends UI opposed to our old UI.
Mm. I don't know. I've kind of gotten used to the new UI.
Yeah.
Got
I
beaten
did
into
notice,
submission.
I mean there were some similarities, particularly with like the throttle and the rudder that
Yeah.
I noticed between one of the UIs that they showed in the now I my cell phone is way too old to maybe even play either one of these games, but um, it seemed to me that there was a lot of similarity between like the throttle and also the rudder, at least in one of the configurations for Legends
Mm.
that that they showed or that I've seen screenshots of. I think they're from the Android store or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, they're it's only Android right now. I believe iOS is actually under closed beta, I believe. Which is exactly how I thought they were going to run it on Android. Like they'd actually be like, "Hey, by the way, we're testing out this." But it does say that you actually can do an um, iPhone 8 Plus and Air. So I don't know. It'll be interesting. So
Hmm.
I guess we will have to find out over the coming months, and I think I'm more worried about the geopolitical issues overall. That definitely makes us the most worried and such,
Yeah,
and maybe the contract with NetEase going down. So I could definitely see Legends being the kind of the replacement, but
well, you got to figure, even if you have a contract with a CCP company, um, if China starts screwing around with a certain island nation, which they're keen on maybe doing, um, the president can just say no, and then all of a sudden, I don't know how that works. Um, Granted, we kind of have the same problems with with Russia and the Ukraine, I guess.
yeah, but probably say the CCP and the Russian government are definitely more buddy buddy. I kind of thought it's like wargaming would have been stupid to not have rights to the code, and they could be like, hey, we're just gonna switch it over, everything like that.
Yeah, you
We'll take further development from here. And maybe Legends go mobile, is the whole thing of them just kind of testing their water to see how well their devs can actually manage a Unity project of this scale. But that really comes up to just figuring out exactly how things fall, because in my opinion, pretty much even analysts out of China think that trying to move on Taiwan is pretty stupid. Because of course, America's got fail safes involved.
well,
So
Wait,
I never said the word Taiwan, but I hope you're right.
yeah, no. If you ever want to, there's one of the retired generals. Absolutely, he called it out. That basically was like, okay, yeah, they step foot. Most of America is gonna. The first thing they're gonna do is not retaliate against China. They're gonna blow up key critical infrastructure, including labs and places that take years to develop that that country has. And if they do that, then that sets the entire world back probably decades in terms of growth. And that's all going to be China's fault, and everyone's going to sanction the little crap out of them, and they're already having problems. So, yeah, geopolitical talk with Sly 47.
Yeah, I don't think that's why they pay us. They don't pay us at all.
No.
But it's I think they prefer that we stay away from that if at all possible. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's hard to look out at the world of gaming and not realize that we're one interconnected world, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, real world can also screw that up.
Well, I always like to remind people, this is something that a lot of people forget, is that once again, mobile gaming has eclipsed console gaming in terms of the amount of money they earn. On top of it, gaming in general now produces more money. Actually, I think it was like 4 or 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, more money than movies do globally.
Well, I resent that first part, but I part.
Well, you have to think about it. Also, console gaming's been taking a hit ever since PCs have become so capable and easy and cheap and to easy to build. So you can build small, great gaming PCs.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, everyone has a mobile phone. So you can access every wallet in the world with the
I have
right
no
app.
doubt
So it just...
money is like Fruit Ninja
Yeah.
money.
Oh, yeah. Come on, I still remember one time when Candy Crush and all of... God, I can't remember what the developer of that place was, but they were making more money than Activision Blizzard. And that was in the height of WoW. So
I know the name of that company. My brother's girlfriend works for them, or worked for them and then sold their company to them, and they were called King. Was it King? I think it was.
Maybe.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, everybody's got a cell phone. So yeah, there's a lot of potential there. So you're probably right. I just refuse to acknowledge your reality because I've been playing on the PlayStation since PlayStation 1.
Oh yeah, I played Xbox a long time ago, so yep. Fun fact.
In fact,
I just got an email on that. Yeah, so this YouTube stream is now restricted.
I'm so sorry. You said Taiwan though.
I know I did. I know. Don't worry about it. I don't care. I'll always keep my politics open on that. Don't care. I've kind of wanted to do political talks, but there's enough people in politics today that no one would deal with a moderate.
Yeah, and I mean that's not why people are watching us.
No, not really. But of course, it's fun. It's fun. So, but now that I can't clip this anymore.
Oh, that is
That's my fault. That's my fault.
probably good for me.
Yeah.
I said certain island nation.
I know. It's okay.
It
Don't worry
could've been
about it.
any-
I've been saying the CCP all the time, so don't worry about it. I wouldn't be surprised if they're like, hey, we just got processing like the third hour of your stream and you said something wrong. And then it's just like the moment hits your hour 5. What the hell? You're not supposed to say that.
All right, so you said approximately 103,000 words during this stream, and one of them was wrong.
Oh, yeah. Hey, that's how YouTube works.
Figure it out.
Yes, right? Yeah. Phantom Gaming, you said a certain island's nation's wrong. Negative 500 social credit score.
I'm sorry. They're not a nation. Wait, yes they are.
They are a nation. Taiwan is a country, and it should be acknowledged as one. Minus 10,000.
Oops. Yeah.
Yep. Oh, man. But, Tactic, thank you for popping on and kind of let us know. I'll definitely have to see how Blitz handles the news tomorrow and see how it propagates around. Let me know if there's any changes in your community more than just why. So
Sure. And you have my Discord. You're a brave man letting a complete rando onto your channel.
oh, I've got a mute button on you right now. I could just done.
Oh.
I have it on everyone. I literally have any I can literally block the entire streaming channel if someone decides to do anything. So
Yeah.
So,
No, I'm just saying, like, I have seen big streamers invite somebody and they drop a certain word that they're not supposed to say, and it's just like, okay, closing up shop. Bye guys. Delete.
no.
As fast as they can so they don't get in trouble about it. But it's nice to meet you. Thank you for having me on. I
Nice
didn't
having you too.
expect